Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for joining us once more for RPNauts Cruise Control. As you may notice, and this is the same last time, our overlay has changed slightly. Our characters have changed slightly. Our demigods have traveled to a new world. And as always, every new world has a new RP system. In this case, we're playing Monsterhearts. Characters are different people, different histories, but unfortunately for the inhabitants of this world, the demigods are coming and knocking, and in a very much quantum leap manner, taking over their bodies. The way this works, they're playing their demigods impersonating the people in this world. And they have to, avoid suspicion and, in a way, or perhaps most importantly, if they so desire, try to avoid ruining some lives. But that is up to them.
Suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious with the heart on your mind.
We're going to have that San Pristine energy.
Before we go into things, we'll quickly just go around the room. People can say who they are and who they are playing. Let's start with the yellow-eyed demon. Sorry, Void.
Hey, I'm Void. You can find me at Void K Gaming at all the places. I'm playing Samuel, who normally is the least chaotic and the most straight-laced of any character I've ever played, and definitely more than anybody else at this table of chaos. And he's unfortunately found himself suddenly gone from being like a 35-year-old man who was very like calm and straightforward to being inside the body of a 15-year-old vampire who has been raised by a totally different parent and who is extremely self-indulgent and thinks of humans as pets and or food. So that's a thing. And I'm very excited to have awkward Samuel, trying his best to appear like a suave, self-obsessed vampire. That's hilarious.
You nominate someone else.
Okay. Megan, you're next.
Oh, no. I was going to say Samuel had like a glow up, but a terrifying one. It's fantastic.
But eating people kind of glow up.
Yeah. Megan, I'm playing Mindy, who is usually a scion of Loki and pretty contained and very of herself. But her Monsterhearts version is a hive mind who has been sent to learn about human weaknesses and eventually sow the seeds for an invasion. So there are 4 of her. There is Mindy A, who is the alpha, and then Mindy B, C, and D, who just follow her around. Now that our Mindy has come in, it's weird because there's 3 other Mindys and they seem to be dependent on this Mindy. Also, she's in high school and she's not happy about it. Not one bit.
Nobody wants to be in high school.
So,
no one wants,
to be fair,
God, not again.
To be fair, Mindy didn't really have the traditional high school experience. She had more of the
boarding school.
So maybe,
No, she doesn't want boarding school again, ever. Okay, let us... Hannah, tell us what we're going to see. I'm so excited. Okay.
Hey, I'm Glyza. I go by they, them. Tonight I will be playing Hannah, but not Hannah. But I have no idea how this Hannah is going to be like. We're all going to discover this together. It's going to be great. Is this Hannah the same Hannah that you know and love, or is it going to be a different Hannah? I don't know. It'll be fine. We'll have fun.
Last but not least,
it's me. I'm the problem. No. No. Hi everyone, I'm Elliot. I go by chaos them on the internet. My pronouns are they, them, sometimes he, depending on how handsome you think I look. Anyhow, I play Mao, and Mao this time is a whole different personality and a whole different look. Mao in the Monsterhearts universe is very much like goth that like is like, don't fuck with my friends, but I'm not going to tell people that they're my friends. And they're very protective and they love people a lot. They just don't show it, and they have a devil may care attitude a lot of the time, versus regular Ma, who is like chaos and beautifully like caring. So the switch is Mao does not know how different this Mao is. It's fine.
With that introduction done, we'll just quickly show you our wonderful little credits and then jump into things. See you all in a few seconds.
I can understand you're tired of this town, and I'm not saying that we have to settle down now. Just remember this. We could have been stardust, same world but without us. Something made us find each other out there. Made us realize we're more than just stardust. Ignore this fact if you must, to do what your dreams are telling you to do. And I'll be out there looking for someone like you.
And there we go. Our demigods jumped through worlds pursuing Samuel's sister Samira, who, having been disheartened after witnessing her brother's exploits, sought some dangerous company that would perhaps give her something she desperately desired. Is it what she needs? Who knows? But Samuel decided to take the leap and travel this world, and everybody else followed. Last time we saw some interactions between the student body as everyone went about their day, and we kind of settled the status quo in a way, and everything came to a head socially at the cheerleader tryouts, where Samuel decided to go on a full musical number, at which point demigod Samuel took over.
Oh God! At the end, he could not have danced through it. That would have been. Ooh.
So
Samuel would not have initiated a dance fight.
No, he would not have.
Things were
Well, I'm not sure
confusing.
we could say that Samuel initiated this dance fight to start with. He was kind of goaded into it.
He was indeed goaded into it by a fellow student. When our demigods took over, things changed drastically. The Mindies didn't react. And there was one person who noticed all the differences in personalities. That being Wanda, the head cheerleader, and who had been interacting with everyone in and out during the day. We go back a bit in time to earlier that day. There was one person missing from the classroom. In fact, they got to school later than everyone else. There was a note saying there was, some medical appointment of some kind. The truth is, Dad's coming to town, and there's always momentous for the family. It's a big spectacle, so Hannah, tell us what's going on in the family home. It is bright early morning with a crisp weather, and what is the feeling like at home?
So my mom is happily working around the house. She's very excited because dad's coming to visit. And I particularly don't like my dad. But you know how it is with like romances and how opposites attract and all that. So my mom is very happy. And if you didn't know, my mom is an angel. One of the really good angels that was supposed to take care of the planet and whatever. And she unfortunately fell in love with none other than my dad, who is Lucifer. And they've been doing this whole secret love thing, and they're trying to keep the romance and secret, so they can't really spend that much time together. So my mom is really excited about it. I, for one, don't understand this whole thing. Lucifer is kind of a dick. But he usually just gives me what I want because he doesn't really have that much time to spend with. He's very busy. So my mom is very excited to have dad over to come visit and whatever. And I'm just chill, like whatever. Well, dad's coming. It's fine.
As your mom makes breakfast, she's almost prancing around the house. Just delighted. The sun is shining brighter. The breeze is ever more soothing.
You could tell that my mom is really happy and I'm not on board because there's like, sunshine everywhere, and then there's this one dark cloud. Hannah, the emo, is just like, I don't want to do this. I don't care about him. I don't want to be here. So basically,
unfortunately for
that's
Hannah,
me.
though, things are kind of literal in this household.
Yeah.
So when I say the sun shines brighter, the breeze is ever more soothing, the grass is greener. It is literally so, but just for this house. And thus, there is a section of this kitchen where the light just is almost devoured, where things just dim around the aura around this child. There is a knock on the door. But as you're already familiar with this, it's not the front door. It's the basement door. Because your dad has a sense of humor and says, if I'm coming up from under there, I'll knock the under door.
Daddy's home.
I would look at my mom, whose name is Michaela. Like Michael, whatever. But whatever, nice. They're gay. And I would go, he's so lame. And I would walk towards the basement door and go, why can't you be normal for once?
You open the door to a very stylish gentleman, a very, crisp suit, perfectly coiffed hair. And just, sweetheart, I am too good to be normal.
You're like 70 years old. Can you act like an adult?
I am actually more like 3,000.
Whatever.
I understand math is not your favorite subject.
No.
And he puts it past you on the head, but you'll get there, sweetie. And he pushes past you straight to go give your mom a hug.
Ugh, disgusting. Well, I'm going to go to my room. If you need anything.
You hear him whisper, does she know the sock on the door rule?
You guys are terrible. Can you just not? And then I would go to my room and like slam the door.
What is Hannah's room like?
Oh, it's oh no, so Hannah's room is plastered all over with K-pop groups. Just posters and posters of K-pop groups, different K-pop groups, and it's just like basically every wall that you can find is filled with cutouts of like different K-pop groups that she likes. And it's a mixture of like, she doesn't have normal lights in her room. She has those fairy lights that she just strings around. So it looks like when you first walk in, you think, oh my gosh, this is an emo room, but it's not actually. It's kind of pretty, but there are like all these pictures of like different K-pop groups, and it's a mixture of different ages as well. So there's the older K-pop groups, and then the younger K-pop groups. There's female groups. It's just, she considers herself a connoisseur of K-pop groups.
Oh, well, you are in your, this is your space. You're surrounded by your posters. The door opens. No knocking, anything. The door opens, and in walks your dad. And he looks around and says, I see your tastes haven't changed.
What do you want?
Nothing. Your mother says you should be heading to school.
Yeah, but she wanted me to wait for you to get here.
So I want to keep your mother happy. Well, I'm about to make her very happy, but it's another thing entirely. I do want to make her happy, and as much as you don't want to believe this, I did miss you quite much. I'm just not, it doesn't matter. And he looks suddenly at a poster and says, I know that one. He points at a band. They have a contract with me. Most of them do, but that's another matter entirely. Sorry, what's that look?
Can you not drag the people I care about to hell?
I don't drag people to hell. People drag themselves to hell. I just do people favors. People ask me for something. I offer them. There's usually a price involved. People are willing. They have free will. And they choose to go down the super fun slide of hell on their own. I'm just there to welcome them when they get there.
Mr. Lucifer, sir, is there any other reason you're in my room before I leave?
Well, I mentioned the thing about the favors because I know you're growing and your body is going through changes.
No, we're not having that discussion. I've already had this discussion with Mom.
That's not the discussion we're having. We're talking about the fact that you're a bit of a mix of up and down. And I'm not just talking about your apparent mood swings. It's more the fact that there may be a possibility that you can offer people favors in the same way I can. Just you're at that age. Just wanted to give you a friendly heads up.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Lucifer, sir.
Can I get a hug?
No.
Not even a little bit? Not a tiny one?
No.
How about just...
Don't like you.
And why might that be? And he sits down. And he sits down and crosses his legs. It's almost like a therapist on opposite you. And he goes, please tell me, what are you feeling? That's what my therapist tells me. I've had enough sessions to be confident that I can handle you.
Hannah stands up and grabs her backpack and goes to the door and says, just because you spent time on Earth with some therapist does not mean that you suddenly know what it's like to be human.
Technically speaking, darling, neither do you.
And I don't care whether this whole thing is just trying to please mom or anything. Let's not pretend that you care about anyone but yourself. I'm going to school. Bye. And
Is it so difficult, as you're going away, he says, is it so difficult for you to believe that I actually do care about you?
maybe you should learn to show it more.
It goes
Your
both
words are-
ways.
You have a lot of words, but very little actions.
I'm the one asking for a hug.
Well, maybe you should have asked that when I was a little bit younger instead of now
No,
when I'm
he
17.
he actually follows you and said, no, you were small, you were disgusting. No.
No! Mom! Take this man away from me.
As you're saying, Mom, take this man away from me, Hannah the demigod slides in. You're in a house, and you're in front of a very handsome man in a crisp suit and perfectly coiffed hair, who seems to always have something of a smile on his face, like he knows a joke, and he's just waiting for the punchline.
Some clarifications. Do I, Hannah, the demigod, remember
You have access to all the memories of the person of this world and their abilities,
right?
but it is you. So you have a moment of disorientation and a moment of confusion as you are, in a way, sorting through two sets of memories, yours and this Hannah's, and you know full well, okay, my mom is an angel in this world. That's Lucifer in this world. You're, half and half. And this Hannah doesn't have the best relationship with Daddy. And we're
compared to
middle
Hannah's
of a fight.
relationship
This is
with
the
her dad.
middle of a fight.
Okay. What was the last thing I said? Mom, can you get this man out of my face or something like that, right? And then Hannah pops in and I'm like, whoa. My dad is Lucifer. And I say this out loud while looking at this guy.
He's looking at you, and then his eyes go red. And he goes, "Oh, now isn't this interesting?"
Hey, Dad. I mean, Mr. Lucifer, sir. I'm gonna go to school now. And she gently, carefully backs out while keeping an eye on Lucifer, and it's just like,
He is grinning now, ear to ear,
this is
and just watching you go. And I'm just gonna tell you,
great.
he has a string on you, definitely.
Absolutely, it's great. I close the door and take a deep breath. I need to find where the others are. This is not good.
You spent a fair amount of the morning and everything at your home. You make your way to school. You get there a bit past noon, and actually come more or less at the tail end of class, as you see people are gathering at the football field and everything, and there's a cheerleader tryout. At which point you see people that you know are the Mindies. You see Mao the ghoul don't know if they're a ghoul, so just Mao, the weird person with the pink hair, under the bleachers, and the very suave Samuel at the top of the bleachers, and doing a bit of a at this stage was just a trying to upstage the cheerleaders themselves.
I am going to wave at Mindy.
Is this
This is moments before
Moments
Mindy
before.
is overtaken.
Oh, this is great. Then you just see like this blank stare and then 3 other blank stares and just nothing, and they turn away.
Okay. I'm going to wave at Samuel this time.
I don't think Samuel would.
Samuel is in the middle of a dance to Toxic by Britney Spears. Just so you know.
I'm still gonna wave because this is actually, you know what? She was gonna wave and then she realized that Samuel's dancing. It's like that's not Samuel.
Not Samuel.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not-
no.
Smart.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Mao and gonna see if I can see any sort of recognition at all.
I see Hannah and like their eyes light up. And they're trying to like at that time I think they were like they're under the okay. In that time technically under the bleachers and then they left under the bleachers. So we're gonna just do some time warpy shit and they're gonna see Hannah and be like, hey, come over. Because
Hannah
everybody
comes-
just switched over
As you
because
come-
Mao was
as
very
you-
confused.
As you are passing, because Mao switched around the same time with Samuel and Mindy, kind of all happened at the same time. Mao, you're reacting and waving, and yes, we're retconning a bit. Sue us. You're coming on and you see that suddenly Samuel stops dead. Three of the Mindys kind of shut down like robots, and the other one is just. And you reach the bottom of the bleachers as Mao's coming up, and you're both heading to Mindy. Mindy has gone to Samuel, and the entire school now has heard, "What the fuck, Mindy?"
Yes.
From me.
Samuel.
That's
That's where we left it off. And also in that time, Mao was checking on Mindy to be like, hey, what's up? And trying to be a distraction and failed utterly. So we're gonna just say, I think that Mao would have been like, yeah, come over. Like, but then like you're just kind of watching as they're going up to Mindy. Like, I think we could probably do that and then the what the fuck.
So Samuel's at the top of the bleachers. Mindy's a couple steps, like halfway up the bleachers, and then the two of you are at, like the mid bottom.
I am gonna go.
And the rest of your classmates are.
Frozen in shock.
I'm gonna go and look at everyone and go, what happened? Is
Good
this my
question.
first? This is my first time jumping the universe.
Yes, the only person that you know has experience with this is Mindy.
Mindy.
Which is why Samuel said, Mindy, what the fuck?
What?
You don't know that. What? Is it? Is that why I said it?
So I feel like Mindy feels a little on the spotlight. She's in the middle between everybody, like in the middle of this. Like, okay. Samuel, that's a very good question, and I feel like I tried to explain it a bit, but I think the experience is. Oh, look,
Mindy.
Hannah.
Mindy, please roll dark for me.
Oh crap! This is great. Let me.
Is everybody looking at us too?
Oh yeah. I mean, Samuel was already the center of attention, having fully upstaged the cheerleaders, much to the chagrin of Wanda, who was not happy
That's what
about
she
it.
gets.
But Wanda now has a smile because she's seeing some things that are interesting.
1 second. There we
I forgot to write down my guesses for what everybody is. Somebody I definitely thought was a werewolf.
go. So it's that hhighest one.
Yes. No, you
Spot.
you
2d6.
you add the 2d6 to the value of your attribute.
Oh, good. Okay. Then 10 altogether.
10, perfect. You are as you're talking for a moment, you're bombarded with almost like pings, almost like these are actual server like computers pinging you, like standby, request, update from the other Mindys as they're literally in standby mode, waiting for Mindy Alpha to re-engage.
I think
right.
like I think she kind of like hits the bleachers with her knees, and she kind of said, "Okay, I have explanations, just one." And I think she's very much at this point trying to, because she remembers that she's a hive mind. She's like, "Oh crap! How do I do this? Okay, how do I do this? Okay."
Because you rolled a 10, and that is more than enough for this. You tap into those memories and translate them to demigod Mindy, and you simply delegate. You treat that you thought, I've had assistants before.
I know how this goes. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Mindy B, C, and D, please stand by. You will have go into casual mode.
Samuel recalls
the 3 other Mindys sit straight, then lean back, cross their legs, and are chilling.
Okay.
Mao just looks around and is just like, we need to get out of here.
Samuel obviously recalls that he has some status, whether imagined or otherwise, in the class, and that he frequently is like, I do the thing and you do what I say. And people more or less listen, but whatever. He will take advantage of this in this moment to be like, you, to Mindy, main Mindy, obviously, you, and you, to Mao and Hannah. Come here. Everybody else, fuck off.
Yeah, let's fucking go. And Mao's just kind of like, sort of remembering the memories of the other one, just being kind of like, wait, this one's not super cheery. Fuck. Okay, yep, nope.
And they're at the top of the bleachers. I recall that there were 2 people sitting next to Samuel, the people who guided him.
Candace and Omar. Omar's just, he's usually very socially awkward. Now that this happened, he's moved to the far end of the bleachers. Like, no. Actually, he left and actually is the one who played the music because he was in charge of that.
Great.
And the one that was left, Candace, who is the one who goaded Samuel into the full thing. She is enraptured. She's watching. Was like,
okay. I'm gonna stand up and walk along the bleachers so that we're still like on the top bleachers, but not near Candace. I don't want to be within earshot of that lady. She clearly is not afraid of me.
Not at all. Not at all.
Not even slightly.
People try as you move. I'll actually have you make a. I'm gonna guess you're trying to shut everybody else down.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, I want them to stay the fuck away from us.
Then roll me your cold.
All right.
Can Mao like assist in glare?
Sure. We'll have you move forward. I'll give you a +1 to the roll.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll actual dice.
Of course, Mindy's doing everything she can not to be offended. Samuel just said, "Come here to me," like I was okay.
10.
I'm gonna keep it on the inside.
And everybody else.
Mindy, Samuel's not happy with you, Ren.
People don't understand that the dynamic here has changed drastically to what it usually is. I mean, Mindy has been talking with emotion, which is that already is throwing people, especially Tiffany, for a loop.
As you would expect.
But
wait, was I rolling cold or dark?
No, the only person rolling is Samuel.
Ignore my roll.
Your
I'm
assistants gave Samuel a +1.
Okay.
Oh, +1, 11 then.
With your kind of assumed authority, and even though people think something weird is going on, they disperse, except for one person. Candace, two people. Candace, who is fascinated and is waiting for the right moment to figure out what's going on, and the other person who is just watching Wanda, the head cheerleader.
Mao looks over to Wanda. Is like, didn't I tell you to fuck off?
I failed. I'm staying. Unless
Oh,
you want to move me.
Mao just rolls her eyes and looks back at the group.
You gather at the top of the bleachers together. Well, except the other 3 Mindys who are still chilling.
Would it? Can Mindy basically have them create a little wall between us and the others?
Yeah, they basically
Yeah.
sit.
She sends out the message in her head.
Yeah, they all move like, mean. They're essentially, they just mean girl their way up the bleachers and sit down, creating a bit of a barrier between you, and particularly Candace, who is just interested. I leave the rest to you.
I wonder if Samuel, now that this Samuel is inside that Samuel, and has more awareness of Mao existing, if that would kind of like help push through whatever his mom has done to make him forget basically that Mao exists. So that now he'd be
we
like,
gotta.
That is a fascinating question.
isn't it?
Let's do this.
Okay.
I'm gonna. How much legend does Samuel have left?
Oh, let me look.
I know there was
a lot of his
one
legend
imbuing.
is sitting on holding that condition.
Yeah, there's
on
one
them.
imbued to mess with a certain person's business.
I have one. I think I'm using up all my legend right now. All 3 of mine are checked.
Okay, so you don't have any. Okay. Make me a. Let's have you roll. Look into. How do you look into the abyss? Is that a roll?
Yeah, everyone has looked into the abyss. It's a dark roll.
Yeah, roll. Then you roll dark. Yeah, look into the abyss. If you get more than a 10,
I did not.
we may try later. But let's say it's still a bit too fresh.
I got 4.
I think the other Samuel is at this point just locked in the back of his mind, watching as this is developing, but no way of interacting.
Okay. Then he will just dead stare at Candace until she leaves.
Is Samuel gonna maybe try to mesmerize Candace? Maybe inadvertently, just
You know what?
power comes out.
When I have cold as ice. When you successfully shut someone down, you may choose an extra option from the 7 to 9 list. So let me look at shut someone down. I'm gonna give her a condition. Yep. Which is just deathly uncool.
Yeah, she is, to anyone watching, she is thirsty and not even hiding it. She's coming off as a bit of a creep right now.
But she's still not gonna leave.
It is for a moment, no, and then some people passing by kind of staring, and she realizes that people are watching her instead of what she thought was more interesting. So then she kind of very, very not running away, of course not, but moves away. Wanda, on the other hand, has just gone and is just cleaning up after the tryouts. But she doesn't seem to be paying attention to you.
Samuel is like trying to imitate his other Samuel self, and like doing like suave body language, but it is obviously, and I'm sure Hannah can tell as well as anybody else, just like not quite right. It's just like jerky and really stiff, and he's like,
So, I'm stuck inside a very emotional teenager. And I think we all are.
Yeah, I'm really upset for some fucking reason. I'm even saying, I don't know what's going on, and I'm kind of upset that I'm so upset at everything for no reason. I want to be myself.
I'm very cold.
I am
I
Yeah.
think
going
you're pretty
to
nice.
I'm going to reveal something to the audience and my players.
Oh no.
In Scion, when you fail the roll, you would gain momentum. That's not how it's going to work in Monsterhearts. Instead, at any point, you can choose and tell me that you wish your alter ego, your alternate, to take over for a bit.
Oh, I
or
love
added
that.
drama and chaos.
Oh, delightful.
If you do it,
Can
you
I
gain momentum.
talk to my alter ego?
You can. That is something you
cool.
can easily do if you need to.
I'm going to try and reach out to my alter ego right now. I'm gonna look at my 3 friends. I'm gonna go, all right, I'm gonna try something because I can feel her in the back of my mind. I'm gonna try to talk to her. And I'm gonna go, hey, Hannah, are you okay over there?
I'm going to leave this entirely to you.
Yes, let me just role play with myself for a minute here.
Go for it.
So I do that, and this Hannah responds and goes, "What is happening? Am I possessed? Are you a demon? Did my father fucking send you?" And then I go, "No, no. I'm you, but from a different world. And we're gonna have to kind of share this body for a little bit while I'm around. Is that okay?" And Hannah goes, "No, it's not fucking okay. I can't have privacy in my own fucking brain either. I'm already upset because my dad's in town. My mom won't leave me alone." And then Hannah goes, "Okay, how about I take over for a little bit? You can just chill. You know, you can relax. You know, take time to yourself. Ruminate. And I will make all of the hard decisions for now. Is that okay?" And Hannah in this world is quiet. And then I look at the others. I think I've come to an understanding with the Hannah in my brain.
Okay, so see, Samuel. See,
Excellent.
Hannah has picked this up so easily. I have talked to many a Mindy in my head, and it's not that hard. Again, I feel like I have explained this somewhat, but also I don't think you should blame me for just the existential crisis that is moving to another universe and being another you. You can't blame that on me, Samuel.
I don't think I'm blaming the existential crisis on you. I think I'm blaming the complete inability to communicate that it would happen.
Okay, well so you're just blaming me for my own personal tragedies early on. That is very unfair, Samuel. Hannah agrees. Miles with me.
I'm what?
I mean, I would have liked to know that this is gonna happen. That would have been really nice.
For the record, I've given you a 1 momentum because I love that. And I already know that the clip is going to be called Hannah Plays With Herself.
Oh, no!
Whoa!
Damn.
Hey.
I feel if possible. So now that Mindy has said that, Mindy's like, well, fantastic. Let me go talk to this other Mindy. I'm sure we'll come to an agreement. Mindy's get along together. I've never had an issue. And I feel like as soon as she tries to reach out to Mindy Alpha, she basically gets infection in the system. Unidentified
I think
interloper.
you're essentially talking to a computer system. And it's...
Yeah. Interloper. Reboot will be initiated in 3, 2. Okay. Hi, everyone. Hi, hey, it's Mindy here. I'm not talking to her, but I'm sure, oh God. And I think she feels like now that she's aware of this, she will continually feel just the system trying to reconnect. Hey, okay, you know what? Maybe you should all check in with your other selves and just see if they're amenable to a conversation.
I
just
would
check
be
in with the other
delighted to not
I would
do that.
love to figure out what the hell their problem is. Why am I so angry?
Yeah, it doesn't. It's fine to like. Oh God, she sits down.
You do that. I will not be doing that. I will not be doing that. I will observe you while you do yours.
You could ask the other Samuel.
So
How he has such good fashion
I
sense.
would not
Samuel,
desire
you're
to
a
do
voyeur? You like
Excuse me?
watching? Sorry, the other mouse said that.
that. I don't believe you.
No, they did.
I will not be participating in the other self powwow. From what I can discern from the memories that have unfortunately flooded my mind, this child is cruel and capricious and not worth conversation.
Okay, well. Cool. That makes sense.
Proceed.
Yeah, I'm sure not connecting with your emotions at all and just pushing it all down will work as always, Samuel. You know what though? I
Maybe.
feel maybe we should. Why we're here for your sister, right? Not therapy through alternate universe hopping.
I completely agree. So
Yeah.
Mao, take your time to find out why you're angry, I suppose, and then shall we go looking?
Okay, cool. Give me a minute. So Mao's just like, hey, so like, what's your fucking problem? Wait, sorry, you're influencing me. I am normally happy-go-lucky. I am a cat. Why are you like this? And why is her hair like this? And who are we? What the fuck? And this is all internal. That Mao isn't actually verbally saying this, clearly. And the other Mao's just like, you know what, we're actually pretty happy, but we kind of got to protect ourselves and we really got to look after Samuel, so we got to like not exist while existing really vibrantly. And Mao just goes like, why? Okay, but what you've told me is that they don't know we exist, but this Samuel knows I exist. But that one doesn't know I exist, but they know I exist, but then they forget me? And Mao just goes, yeah, their mom's kind of a bitch. Oh, okay, well, that makes sense. Wait, why does that matter? And I was just like, yeah, well, it's a little complicated. You're kind of like a golem, sort of. You were made. You're not like dead, but you're dead. Oh, you can die a lot and then come back. And Mao just goes, I mean, I've been different things many different times. Like, I was a cat and then I became a human. So what you're saying is you were human, then you died, and then you came back, but you weren't human when you died, or when you came back. But you can keep dying, but then you just come back. That's annoying. And
I'm getting a headache, just the thought of it.
And Mao's just like, yeah, you see why I'm kind of like, don't give a fuck at this point? And this Mao just goes, okay, yeah, no, I kind of get it, actually. I get why you're angry.
I have a request. Can this whole conversation, including my conversation, the one-sided part, can we say that out loud? Like, our brains don't hear, like, they don't hear the other person inside, but we have to talk out loud.
Oh, I would love to give the responses out loud, actually, if that...
I would like that as well.
I'll give you full control to do that.
That is what
you
happens.
if the conversation is fully internal.
Conversation out loud.
I'll leave it to you to decide when the conversation, or if the conversation is fully internal or external. That's up to you.
Yeah, and then Mel just looks around them. Everyone's just kind of like, I'm like, oh, okay. It looks over to Hannah. Ah, crap. I'm doing the thing where you were speaking out loud, aren't I?
Yeah, it's okay. I think
Okay,
that's how
cool.
it works.
Okay. And the other Mao in their head just goes, oh, we're still into her, by the way. What? Even in this universe? And they just go, yeah, they kind of remind you what love is like. So, yeah, they don't know that though. Nobody really knows you exist, but you exist. And Mo just goes, looks at Hannah, just goes, oh, interesting. And anyway, I know I am angry because apparently this motherfucker can keep dying and come back. Kind of like how I was a cat and then turned human. So it's like this universe's version of that.
You know what I would like to do? Get the
Kill
hell out of
myself?
this universe. No, get the hell out of this universe as quickly as possible.
Agreed.
Yes, then that's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine, Samira. And then leave high school for the second time, hopefully this time forever.
This is my first time I don't like it.
No, no one does.
Ah, yes. You avoided high school. That's true.
I was just a young cat.
I don't particularly like the relationship that this Hannah has with her parents. I don't blame her completely at all. Like, it's terrible. Like, memories, but I don't think I have the same venom that I can place against this Hannah's father. So I would like to leave this universe as quickly as possible, but also try and help my Hannah, if that's okay.
Mindy here is absolutely trying to set up an alien invasion, so we should also be very quick about this.
Do we have to kill the Mindy here?
This universe
Oh,
is doomed.
If
unless we kill
this Mindy dies, does your
Oh.
Mindy die?
You know what? Here's my plan. Let's just do our thing here and then just get the hell out.
Good plan. I like that.
As you're
Yes.
saying,
Yes.
get the hell out, you all feel a tug. And you know that at any moment, you can choose to leave these bodies and go back.
Okay, but we're not doing that. We're looking for Samira. Mindy, this brings up an
yes.
interesting question. What happens if we move into a universe where one of us is already dead?
Oh, I will be honest. I have not encountered that before, so I guess that's something to look forward to. I mean, I
Not
guess
real.
technically
I don't
Mao
think
knows.
that's something to really look forward to.
It's not. I'm just trying to put a positive spin on this. This is
Mhm.
terrifying. It's
Mhm.
terrifying every time you leave. I can't lie. It's terrifying every time. Usually, I can connect with the Mindy more. Not that I'm having a problem connecting with this Mindy. Don't worry about that. There's definitely not a ticking time bomb here. But still, I feel we should probably, looks at the other three Mindys. Yeah, we should probably, let's focus. Let's focus up. Let's focus up. All in, everybody. Oh, look, the Mindys did it. Oh, this is fun, though. All in, yeah! And all the Mindys go, yeah! This is fantastic. I'm going to teach them emotions.
Okay. Samuel's just gonna stand up and walk down the bleachers, and then once he gets down to the ground floor, look left and then look right, and then realize he has no idea where to start, and then just sigh and then look back up at the group.
So how do we try to find other people who've jumped? Because I feel like that's the easiest way. Like, if we can find some sort of tracker situation, we could
Hey,
find
Mindy,
every
what does
single...
Dolph usually turn into?
Dolph is always Dolph. That's the
So we have to find
confusing and
werewolves.
sometimes exciting, but okay, only once exciting part. Usually horrible part. Oh boy, let's hope let's not run into Dolph. Let's not focus on the Dolphness of it. Maybe, okay, Samuel, perhaps you have a stronger connection to your sister. Do you think you could perhaps use some of your... Oh my God, you're a vampire. Do you think that you can maybe use some of those, dark vampy powers? Look into the darkness and...
I do not know
sense-
if I have dark vampy powers, but let me attempt it at least. And
I mean, your
he's
suit
gonna
makes me think you do.
stop talking.
No, there's vampires that sparkle.
Just a,
Are you
a bit
one
of
them?
Samuel pushing, a bit of vampire Samuel pushing through there.
Advertisement, he's like, okay. Like the part where like
I will say you hear the Monster Heart Samuel going, "You're letting Mindy talk to you like that? I'm embarrassed to be you.
See, that's why he was like, stop
I'm
talking.
embarrassed to be you in another universe."
You also stop talking. Shut up.
oh, Samuel is connected
That-
with the opposite.
Like on the spot, he's gonna just like shut his eyes and try to focus internally on like some sense of like maybe his sense of smell is particularly strong, or just like he has some ability to tell where like it's thin between worlds type of thing. May I roll for dark?
Yeah, gaze into the abyss.
Oh, I rolled a 1 and a 2. That's gonna be a 2. Samuel's eyes snap open again. No, I cannot.
I have an idea.
Go on.
Please,
It
Hannah.
may not be a good one.
It's better than no idea.
Hannah from the inside is screaming and it's like saying, don't do this. You can't trust him. And Hannah on the outside goes, this Hannah's dad is Lucifer, and I think he might have some connections on ways to fight people.
Hmm. Oh,
And
Hannah,
Dad's at home.
Okay. So I'm gonna verbalize what's being suggested, just so I understand. So what you're suggesting is that we go to Lucifer and ask him for a favor.
Yeah.
Oof.
have a question.
I'm thinking, since I'm his daughter, be a little lenient on the dragging of us into hell situation.
Oh.
Okay,
My
but
thought
like,
is,
Mm.
if we receive a favor from Lucifer and then transfer to our own worlds, do we owe Lucifer that favor, or do our other selves owe Lucifer that favor? Because I don't know much about you, but I don't think it would be the worst thing for this creature to owe Lucifer a favor.
Ooh.
I think this is something that we could discuss with the Lucifer of this world, just to see the different options that we have. I have a feeling that he already knows, at least I am here.
Ooh.
Yes,
And
I
I
imagine
think
if
he
anyone
likes
did.
that.
oh, you've already had that interaction with him? That's specific.
Hmm.
Huh. I mean, I was just gonna ask myself, like, if they know anything about Samara, if she's been here and stuff, like,
You ask your
out of character, though, I want to try to do the ghoul move of what the right hand wants, which is your body contains histories, desires things, create a hunger. So I was kind of trying to see if I could do that, if my body, brain, memories would know if I gaze into the abyss.
Good. If you roll me a 10, you will get you'll get, the higher you roll, the better in this situation. 7, 9, you might get something. On a 10, you get everything you need.
Okay. So then for gaze into the abyss, I need to roll with dark. Right?
Yeah, that's a dark roll.
Okay, so it's 2d6 plus 1 then, if I have 1 into dark?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. I'm just making sure that's correct.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. Boop. 8.
With an 8, you scour the disparate flashes of memory in your body from many traumatic ends. And the name is familiar. But not because you've spoken it, you've read it in a newspaper recently.
So does Mao know how recent?
About within this year. A few months, maybe.
Okay. And Mao just kind of like zones out for a bit and goes like, hey, so this one has read your sister's name in a newspaper.
Let's say newspaper because it's modern era, an online article, really.
And in an article, I don't know what kind, but sometime within this past year, they can't remember. They read a lot. They're a nerd. And the other Mao just kind of like, they could feel the glare.
In what kind of article?
Is there any way I could try to push that?
What can I make you do for this? You know what? I'm gonna be kind and do this one for free. You know what? I'll take a momentum from
Okay.
you all for this.
That's fair.
And you focus and try to hone on the memories. It's a local, quote unquote, the local newspaper for the town you're in. And it was about 3 months ago. You know the exact date.
I do. Okay, cool. Oh God. Okay, hold on one sec. Give me a moment. I have to argue with myself. Hey, I need specifics. What do you mean? Okay, well, newspaper is very vague. Yeah, and? Look, Moody Judy, I need details. Fine, it was, and they tell me whatever the specific date is. All right, how is the do you guys have internet here? Right, that's a thing. I don't know what
I think you just get the image of a look, like, seriously.
Obviously.
Okay, internet exists here. I don't know what internet is, but I know you guys talk about it. But internet is here. That wasn't a newspaper. It was an online article. I think that's how you say it. Anyhow, we need a library. And I kind of asked
Or a
yourself,
smartphone.
nerd, where's the library?
I mean, you know where the library is. There's also the school library, which has access to computers and everything.
Okay.
And
you
he's in
know-
the library.
And
I know where the library is. Samuel was in the library during lunch.
And I would
Okay,
say
perfect.
Samuel, being who he is in this world, Samuel would be the kid in the. I mean, it is modern era. Everybody's got a smartphone. So even do kids in high school have smartphones? I'm gonna guess say yes.
Yes.
They do.
Yes.
Oh,
they
yes,
do.
they do.
Go ahead. You have a smartphone.
Okay, so I'm just gonna look up Samira's name then.
You just look it up, and it says,
And I
Look-
save the date and everything.
yeah, local teen body found.
What?
This was, in terms of date, this was far before Samira ever went through the door. Because the date you are in today matches the date you went through the door.
Excellent.
So Samira has maybe a couple of days ahead of you.
But
Or
not 3
maybe
months,
you're
for sure.
answering. You're gonna be knowing the answer of the question of what happens when you come to a universe and you're already dead.
Yeah, sounds like it. Yep, Samuel's just like clearly pissed. Just sucks on his teeth, which he's obviously not used to. Excellent. Just what I needed to hear. Deadpan stares at Mindy.
What's wrong, Samuel?
You know for certain, given the details, and I would say now that you have read that, I'm going to allow all of you a free, just gaze into the abyss roll with a +2.
Okay.
Plus two
Oh.
to whatever added thing is,
Oh,
or just
seven.
plus two in general?
+2 and your attribute. So you have 1 in the attribute, you get it's 3. If you have -1, it's 1. You know,
12.
What are we gazing into the abyss? What do
dark.
we use?
You roll dark.
Dark.
2d6 and add it to the
Oh,
to your attribute, and you know the +2 as well.
I rolled an 11.
Ew.
I have a -1, so 10, but +2, so I have 12.
6. I rolled a 1 on one of mine.
12.
13.
13.
I was already gazed too much.
Yeah.
Except for Mao, who was already kind of strained from trying to tap into the memories of this alternate. The three of you kind of break through some form of almost like a barrier in your memory that you didn't know was there. And Samira was in your class. It's one of the missing students.
Why are the students missing? Do we know this?
We don't
No.
know.
There's
but they've all
three
been
student-
missing like
There's
periodically.
like 3 missing students at the moment.
Even our
The weird
alternate
thing
selves
is,
don't know?
before this, last time, you were given you had the names of the missing students. The names were different. Only you know that one of them is Samira, for certain. This Samira being a punk rock anarchist.
That fits. Excellent. So to find my sister, we have to solve the mystery of this teenage town that has been ongoing for several months. Excellent. Just what I always like to hear. I am not involved in the disappearances, shocking as they may be. Can you all say the same?
I'm going to think really hard about it.
I could tell you that you all know for certain that you are not responsible for this.
I am
Mindy
not
has a second,
responsible
though.
for it.
You're even
Good.
for the Mindies, it's not within mission parameters to make others disappear yet. Vivisection is left. Vivisection is left for stage 3. You have not reached stage 3.
We're still in the gathering information stage here.
Yeah. Okay. It's not almost with this one. It's not the Mindies. Yeah. So, this is
We
not
really
that Mindy
need to
fault.
find a way to fix this world's Mindies, don't we, Mindy?
I don't. Gosh. I love your heart, Hannah, because I guess my thought is we figure this out and then deuces, and then whatever the hell happens to this world happens to this world. But I don't look at me that way, Hannah. I don't. Hannah, I'm feeling like the warmth of your heart right now, and that is not what I need. We need stone cold focus instead of trying to figure out this freaking. So not only is it high school, but it's a monster high school, which feels like extra bullshit.
It is kind of. I mean,
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
half demon, half angel in this world, apparently.
Exactly. And this is bullshit that we did not create. So, I mean, maybe plan A, is, figure this out and get out. But I guess if we have some extra time, I would
not
know,
bank
Hannah.
on extra time. We need to focus on finding
Okay.
where all the
Leave a
missing
message.
children are, apparently.
Just leave a message. I'm pretty sure the dad of mine in this world is powerful. He was definitely scary. So there's that.
I believe my mother is as well, although not on the level of Lucifer, certainly.
I don't know. Mine is like, what's a parent? So, been dead a little bit.
Our parents are fine with their completely normal quadruplets. Holy crap. Um, yeah, thanks, Mindy B. You can just talk that. You don't have to, that doesn't have to go through me. Okay, yeah. Oof, looks back at the Mindys. I gotta
the
focus on them.
Mindys take your request for independence and quickly disregard it.
Oh, okay. Ah, God. Okay, it's a little extra mental like brain power than I'm used to using. Part of me, about 25% of me right now has to control these other Mindys. So
That's exhausting.
Kevin, is school over at this point?
Well, I mean, you've been talking
the
here
tryouts
for
were
a
after school,
while.
right?
Yeah. In
Right.
this school, basically, I'm basing this not on American high school, bringing this on my own personal experience. Growing up in Venezuela, school was usually either like noon to late in the afternoon, or very early in the morning until about noon. So I'm using that as a base. So it's.
I mean, yeah, school around here is, like 8:30 a.m. to like 2 p.m. or something like that.
More or less, yeah.
And then
let's go with that.
school
Yeah.
activities.
Let's go with that, yeah.
So it's probably like 4,
Yeah.
5?
It's 4 to 5. You've been talking a while.
Um,
And you're doing a lot of introspection that's taking some time as well.
Anything in particular about which students have gone missing, or like in what order they've gone missing, or like is it specifically outgoing people, or so we can guess like
As you're
who the next
wondering,
victim may or may not
wondering
be.
that Candace appears again on the field. But she is looking around, and I'll tell you straight away, she looks very alarmed, almost as if she's having an anxiety attack, just looking everywhere, and stopping people and talking to them, then moving away.
Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna go over. It's Omar, isn't it?
Have you seen him?
Not since he played the music.
Because that's the last time I saw him, and he's not answering his phone. He's not home. We always walk home together, and I can't find him. Samuel, I know you don't give a shit, but he's my best friend, and I need to find him.
Samuel turns to the other ones like, Omar has gone missing.
Omar?
The one who sits next to me, quiet child.
Oh, that one, yes. Sorry.
For the rest of you, Omar is a very quiet kid. Funnily enough, he is his big. He's a gentle giant. He's big and burly, but he is the spirit of a mouse. He doesn't talk to people. He keeps away. Candace kind of talks for both of them, which is one of the many reasons she talks so much. And something you all know as well. If she's his bodyguard, his protector, everything.
So basically, she's like what Mao is for Samuel, but Samuel doesn't know.
Yeah. Though more or less the difference is Mao was kind of created for it. They kind of arrived at that relationship naturally.
Mindy, I just kind of interject. Where did you see him last?
Here. He went to put Samuel's music on, and he sent me a text saying, we'll meet after school. I was just I went to get my bag after I left here. You had your conversation, and then I found his bag there. I called him. He didn't answer. I mean, other kids have gone missing. I'm very worried. I need help.
Mao, I feel like you'd be the best at finding someone.
Yeah. I'm pretty good at that. I hope
And
this
if-
one is.
If all else fails, I suppose we can throw ourselves on the sword of Hannah's father.
That's true. I'm gonna see if I know if Mouse saw anything while under the bleachers. So I
I
guess
would say in this case, and I would say straight away, the only thing Mao would have seen is Omar coming down and heading to, like the like a sound booth, for the field and so on, where the sound equipment is.
Okay. So they wouldn't know really if
The last thing
what
you would have
happened
seen
after
is
that.
him moving over there. Whatever happened after that, you would not have seen it. Though, that is a starting point.
Okay. So Mao basically is just like, yeah, they saw him enter the sound booth, but anything past that is kind of fuzzy.
Candace said she found his backpack, but not him. Do we know where exactly that backpack was?
Yeah, I was
In the,
about
yes.
in the classroom.
In the
They both
class.
left it there. It's just we both left there before coming here. Usually do that,
Do you have each other on Find a Phone or something?
Yeah, we do.
Huh?
She does it, and the phone shows that he is very close by, in that sound booth.
Samuel has the feeling they're just going to find a phone in the sound booth, but all right. Let's check anyway.
You come to the sound booth and you find the place trashed. There is blood on the walls. There is a giant claw mark on the walls. Bits of hair. And the phone is screen cracked, tossed nearby.
May I ask something? Would Mindy, with her previous experience, recognize any particular kind of fur?
I will give it to you for free. You've seen enough werewolves in your life to figure that this was a woofer.
I think you see her just kind of like reach up to the fur, and I think the other three Mindys, like she's figuring out how to control them so they all kind of basically do the same thing and grab at stuff. But Mindy looks at it and just goes, "Shit, okay. Yeah, we're looking for a werewolf. Would she know that this is Dolph or not, or is that too much?"
No, I don't think even in this universe.
Yeah.
I mean, they could.
Well,
could,
it's like the
could,
color.
could detect Dolph pheromones. No.
She goes, "Not my Dolph." Okay, this is not good, and time is ticking if it's not already too late.
Do you allow Candace to come with you? Did she follow you here? I'm gonna leave that decision up to you.
Okay, Samuel definitely did not stop Candace. Mind you, he's having a different problem, which is that the smell of blood is overwhelming, and that's pretty much all you can focus on right now.
We make it a roll to see if
He can
Samuel
keep his
can
cool.
keep control or
Keep his cool.
keep his cool. Let's make it
Luckily,
dark.
my cool is pretty high.
Actually, no. Let's make it cold. Yeah. Remain in control.
Keep your cool.
Yep.
7, 9. What did I get? 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I got a 10 actually. Okay.
And yeah, you
We're
you
good for now.
breathe in the delightful scent, which to the rest of you, it's it really doesn't. It has a smell, but to Samuel, it is just so many different notes in there.
Is Samuel looking a little extra vampy right now?
Oh, incredibly so.
Unconsciously, Mindy has the other 3 Mindys kind of stand in between her and Samuel. They just kind of go.
I'm gonna make a roll. For a moment, you see Candace comes in, looks at what is going on, looks at the spectacle around you, and you catch that her eyes for a moment go gold. There is a flicker, and you see for a flicker, her hair begins to move on its own, and then she just kind of shuts it down.
Called it.
There are, looking around, there are tracks, but there's so much. There's wolf prints, and there's also boot shoe prints.
I don't believe that Candace would have eaten Omar and then gone looking for him. So there's more than one. And it feels most likely that Candace would have the appropriate sense of smell to maybe find.
Will you bring it up?
The tracks. So
How will Samuel bring it up?
How will Samuel bring it up? By doing this. Mindy, come here.
There's a shuffling, and Mindy approaches, but behind the other Mindys.
He's gonna reach past the other Mindys, grab your collar, and then pull you in close.
Okay, okay. I don't like how this other Samuel is affecting you, Samuel.
Mindy, did you see that?
Did Mindy see that? Did we all see it? Yeah, I think. Should we, yeah, I thought it was just like, some other crazy monster shit.
Yeah, she didn't eat her friend. So if she didn't eat her friend, somebody else ate her friend. If I'm right, then she can smell the person who ate her friend. I don't think I should bring it up. So I think you should do it.
Oh, okay. So
Do
you
I
thought
hear
you'd
that
ask.
conversation?
I'll say, yeah, you all hear this because you're fairly close by. The only person
Well,
I will
Candace,
say
don't you
doesn't
think
hear
your
is
friend-
Candace. Candace
Hey,
doesn't hear
Candace,
because
you
she
meet
is.
your friend?
Hannah did it. I think Mindy kind of
Liza, I
jerks
love you.
herself. She could just
What did
use her
Hannah say?
words.
Hey,
Hannah
Candace,
asked.
do you know who ate your friend? Was it you?
Ate him? What?
I was just curious because you did this whole eye thing.
I think I didn't do any eye thing. I didn't do any eye thing.
You're right, Samuel. It should have been me.
He looks around all of you. There's something.
Sit down. And I'm going to use my power here. Let's see.
Need this collar to behave.
So I have this thing called uncanny voices. And I am going to basically use it to make Candace tell me everything that she knows about what happened, or like who she can smell, what's going on. and I am going to give one more string to the dark power that's helping me, which apparently is my dad. So he gets another string on me.
You go full on. What is it you desire
Yep.
on her?
What is it you desire? What do you know? Basically using that thing on.
He goes, I don't know. I mean, it's clear that Omar fought someone here, but I don't know who.
Can you tell me? Tell me everything.
Everything about what? I've already told you. I don't know.
What do you know? What do you smell? Everything. I want to know.
I smell wet dog hair and blood.
And you can't tell who it is?
How the fuck should I know who it is?
What are you?
A person?
No, you know what I'm asking.
At this point, I'm gonna give her one string on all of you. Because
Maybe
you have
you
not been
date
even
your
remotely
friend.
subtle that you are not the usual selves.
Yep.
The way you've been talking is so weird to her. Just, who the hell are you? What did you do, Omar?
That's what we're trying to find out.
Yeah, we didn't do anything. We're just trying to figure out the same thing, honestly. So, I don't know.
But she's still responding to that command of yours. Tell me what you are. And in her panic, you see that her eyes once again shine gold, and her hair changes and lifts up as snakes.
Ah.
Oh dang! It's a Medusa.
He goes. She shuts shuts her eyes and looks away. He goes, what the fuck is going on here? Because as far as I know, points to you, Mindy, you don't talk like a normal person. I don't know what the fuck is going on with you. You don't talk like a person. You don't give a shit about anyone, pointing to Samuel. You barely, but you just spend your corner crying, I don't know, with your dark cloud on you. And you, I don't know, you get angry at everything. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. What the fuck is going on here?
All right, Samuel is going to intervene here. He's going to use a little bit of his other self to just grab her by the collar, slam her against the table, the wall, get very close to her face, and be like, "We are the only ones who will be able to help you find Omar. Who are going to help you find Omar? So you will shut up about all of this, help us, and maybe you get to see your friend again and move on with your life. And if not,
roll to shut that shit down.
You can join the other ones." I'm so glad I put all my points into cool. That's 12.
I think it's a mix of you tap into that other Samuel, but it's also your desperation coming through, and kind of just that Samuel.
I'm going to fight Samira no matter what.
Yeah,
happens
that Samuel
here.
way of I'm not here for bullshit. Let's deal with things. Just you're oozing, just menace, and immediately the hair returns to hair again, and you almost like a light flickering. You see the eyes, just go gold normal. Like her eye normal eyes is it's like amber color, just gold amber, just eventually shuts down.
I'm gonna let it go for color, take one step back and be like, I see I was wrong about you, but you are also wrong about us. Now we'll put all of that together. We will put that behind us.
Hey,
and you'll help us find Omar.
That's the only thing I want.
Excellent. Then we have the same goal.
Okay.
I like to feel at this point, Mindy and the three Mindys kind of come around and almost like put and like one Mindy puts an arm on one of Candace's shoulder, another with another one, and then this Mindy goes, I feel like we got off on the wrong foot, Candace. You'll have to excuse my compatriot Samuel, they have always been intense, and I feel that this situation has made them more intense. They are also missing somebody, but we don't have to be, competitors here. We can work together. I and the Mindies would love to make sure that you're taken care of. Let's find your friend.
Who are you missing?
Mindy will look at Samuel, and in the back, we're missing someone called Samara.
Who's that?
But she's
Who?
already died.
Who?
But, like-
we know her as Samara.
Dead girl.
You remember that you all before today, before this event previously,
Oh no.
you had different names, and you didn't know Samira was even in your classroom until you were able
Right.
to see past whatever is going on. It's like, who?
Do we know what her name is in this world?
Oh no. Remember, there is a Samira in
Name
this
is
world.
Samara.
Her name was Samira, and she died.
Okay.
But as I mentioned before,
Yeah.
before that, you were given
My
names to
Samira's
different
in somebody
institutions
else's body.
that were different. Yeah.
I think then Mindy goes, listen, Candace, as you can tell, things are changing all the time here, and people aren't always who they used to be. Perhaps she's here in another name, but we are
Did
looking
you
for
ever notice
someone too.
anybody acting weird like us?
I mean,
Like,
But from a week ago.
yeah, like a week.
I mean, Tiffany's weird all the time. I mean, she is the honorary member of the whatever.
Ow. Okay, I am getting a sense. Excuse me, Candace. Apparently the answer
Sorry, not
is
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
It's Sandy. Sandy.
Apparently the answer is Sandy has never been a part of us and will never be a part of us. Oh, wow, that's weird.
I mean, I don't know.
She never told us also how that hookup went. I asked her, tell me more, and Sandy didn't say anything, and then that fumbled, and she was acting weird because I was acting weird, because apparently this mouth doesn't give a shit.
I mean, well, Sandy's weird. I mean, we're all a bit weird. In many different ways. But no, I don't know. I mean, the only person I think has been a bit extra lately is Wanda. But she's always so extra. Just, a bit more. Maybe it's because of the tryouts. Maybe it's because, I don't know. But she's been a bit intense.
Oh, Samuel. Oh, no.
What?
Mira could, she's young and emotions running deep. Is that any match to what we've encountered with Wanda in our little time here? With dance-offs and being very intense around everyone. Very driven. It might be an avenue.
Picture Samira trying to take over through a dance-off.
Well, neither would you.
I didn't.
Technically, he didn't.
What Hannah said.
I think Minnie just stares. I think we have to talk to Wanda.
Okay, fine.
I mean, there's also Esther was missing not missing. She was away from school for about a week.
Wait, who?
Esther, you, one of our classmates.
Do we need
she
to
come back
interrogate
different?
everyone one after the other?
Split up gang? I can't. figure
I'm
it
not
out.
sure that's safe.
I mean, even if I split up, I'm not alone.
Also getting late.
Yeah.
You might have to go home because we're not
Yes, I
adults.
think we'll have to
We gotta
wait
sleep
until
on it.
tomorrow
I'm
because everybody else has left the school already. I don't know where Esther lives.
at that moment, the door opens, and you see in his tweed attire, Mr. Peregrine, the headmaster. He says, he looks around the room and says, "Can anyone care to explain to me this?"
Another missing student, Furflu.
Yes, it is so clear that the school administration cares so much about its missing students.
Measures are being taken to return the missing students to their parents.
Of course. Anyway, there's another one that's missing. So, he didn't show up after the thing, and his fur and phone are all over. So, got another one on you, hun.
Yes, excellent work, Mr.
I
Peregrine.
would watch very much your tone.
I don't know what to watch that comes out of my mouth. Like, does the tone come out of my mouth and I have to, like, visualize it? I don't know how this works. And you're not sure if this is Mao, like Mao Prime, or like smart-ass teenage Mao. Because Mao is curious.
With the words you choose next.
Of course. So, what do you need us to do?
I need you to go home.
I mean, that
It's
was the
late and
plan.
your families are waiting for you. I already will have the regrettable task of reporting a student missing to their parents and contacting
Fine.
the police.
By me, if you'll excuse me. Samuel's getting better at impersonating himself. He's just gonna stomp past and then he's gonna walk all the way out of the school and then pause. Because maybe he should wait for everybody else. Maybe he shouldn't.
Hannah
doesn't
is
decide
gonna
yet.
smile at the authority figure. Good night, and just walk out.
Good night.
Mao's just gonna walk out and walk away.
The headmaster turns away and goes out, and those who are there see him grab his phone and make a call.
I presume that all of y'all exit in the same fashion as Samuel, like the same path.
Mhm, but I stand outside the door.
Cool. Same. I'm also waiting outside the door. Is it just us now, as far as we can tell, Kevin?
Yes. Candace has gone to, kind of within the vicinity of the headmaster to,
Cool. Samuel's gonna like sigh and slump again when Hannah comes out and just be like, I'm not really enjoying this. Something strange about that headmaster, don't you think?
Yeah. He speaks too weird.
He has like no
agree.
personality. And this person doesn't have a personality. Just feel the eyes glaring back at them.
You seem to have a personality. I wouldn't say that. Where's Mindy? What's Mindy doing?
Wendy's.
Don't remind
Bringing
me.
up the rear, she has to take an extra second to make sure the other ones are following. So it just took a.
and the Mindy conga line comes to you.
How do people have these without biting themselves all the time?
Why don't you ask you?
No, thank you.
I feel that's almost like a puberty question. I don't think I'd want to know that.
What if he can turn that off? Like he can pull it back in or something.
Are they retractable? Huh.
I don't know how to do it if that's the case. So headmaster, suspicious. Other students, I suppose, suspicious. I can do this. Well, I did this thing to a child in the library where I gave them orders and they did exactly what I told them to. So that might be helpful.
Did. I was watching.
Yes, it was very strange.
I can't take accountability.
Why were you watching?
They protect this one?
I don't know what that
Make another dark roll now to see if being told the thing breaks the spell. Yeah.
6, 8? I think that's a partial success. Hold on. Yeah, 7 to 9, so it's partial.
I will say it's the first crack. Actually, the second crack is the first one you already rolled. You have in the second crack, you have some memories of times where you have been in where and I say you meaning the Samuel of this world, having been in real distress and just have a memory of someone coming to save your ass. But you remember clearly the pink hair, but everything else is fuzzy.
Interesting. Well, we don't have time to dwell on that. So, plans for tomorrow? Should we come to school early? I don't know what all your home lives are for. I mean, to interview the other students. Or
I just don't want to go to school again.
I understand that feeling, and I am not fond of the idea either.
I think that the inner Samuel, being the more social of everyone else around here, might be laughing at the idea of interviewing the students almost like they're going to answer. You're getting images. There are more of them. Let's call him erotically charged as his idea of what interrogation means.
Is Samuel blushing?
This might be too much information for everyone, but I blessedly avoided what a lot of other adolescents went through, which is, and he's definitely like having trouble talking about this. An innate drive that activates when someone becomes an adolescent.
Like how Hannah likes to drive now.
Puberty.
No, Mao. Related to puberty. I personally avoided that, and that would not seem to be the case for this self. I'm going to go
very
home.
much excited.
I will see you tomorrow.
Samuel.
Samuel, I want to learn more.
I don't want to talk about it, but it seems that is rampant in this school, and my other self believes that might be the best way for us to move forward, or that
your other selves want you to.
I don't want to think about this too closely.
Wait, they want to think about who closely?
No.
Apparently the entire student body.
Wow.
No.
That's impressive, actually.
Really
there's a lot of options.
This is nothing to be embarrassed about.
Like, you can go through your fantasy every single day and it's all different.
It happens.
Wait,
well, I guess a cold-blooded young man, but still.
Well, yeah.
Wait, does this self have a thing for any of us?
Oh, I'm gonna
Oh.
go. Oh yeah. No, I don't think
We all
so.
do
I
this.
feel like this. I feel like this Samuel is very like looking down at all the other, but you never know. It's usually these ones that have like weird crush. Does this Samuel have a crush on anyone here?
I think
Oh, deal.
This-
Still.
this Samuel will leave. Goodbye.
We
Oh,
you know
man.
we did push him too far. I'll admit that right there. Yeah.
Okay, but
it was
we had to try.
It was just for fun.
yeah, it was for fun. So I think we just have to hold it together for tonight for our family or whatever our situations are here, and tomorrow we'll solve this. We'll go to school, we'll solve this, and we can get the hell out of here.
Sounds like a plan.
This is
Yeah.
excellent. Other Mindy's? We shall go home.
Would you
Yes?
be willing to tell me what your other Mindy's plan is?
Oh, if I dive too deep, there's a chance I will get booted out. I have a distinct feeling that if she takes control, I don't know if I will again. She's there is one bit of Mindy I recognize in there, and that is an intense focus on what she wants. For me, it's like a Fabergé egg. But for this Mindy, it is very much world domination.
Yeah, the three Mindys go say Fabergé egg.
Oh. Okay, well, I might be able to do something with these three, though. I am going to go
you have
to
3 of you. That sounds fun.
You know what, Hannah? It is. I'm a little disappointed in this one Mindy, but I am very happy to be Mindyful. Yes.
Mindyful is like mindful?
Yes, but better because it's Mindy.
Okay.
Yes. I'm sad Samuel is missing this. He'd hate this. Okay.
He really would.
Well, you know what? You have to every once in a while. You have to have a moment of lightness. When you're in a life or death situation.
Bit of levity.
Yes. Mao, have a lovely night with whatever your situation is. Hannah, I guess good luck with your devil dad.
He clearly knows that you're not you.
Oh,
Which makes it so much easier for me because I don't have to pretend.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
feel like it'll be a lot easier to
See, for you, yeah, but like for your other Hughes, they're gonna hate that.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on, wait. I have a question. What do you think of my shirt today?
I like it.
Do you think your dad would?
I think he would. Do you want to come over?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let
Sleepover?
me- I mean, he's probably gonna find out that you're not,
I mean, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
Be
do
like,
it.
it'll be fun. Let's
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah, let's go.
Do you want to come over, Mindy, and meet the devil dad?
As much as that sounds fascinating, I think I need some quality Mindy time. Plus, I have to remember how I have to talk around my parental units.
Hey, quality.
are leaving.
Random thought. Quality Mindy time. That's not a euphemism for something, is it?
Oh no, they won't let me drink wine and relax when I'm. What are we? 17?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I can't really.
I was just wondering if Mindy got to the same things that Samuel of this world gets.
No. No, there
There's
seems to be
4
no
of you.
extra
That
time.
has to be entertaining.
That
You would think so.
honestly,
but
you might think I'm a preschool teacher that's very innocent, but I'm not.
I don't
the
think
stuff
that
that
either.
happens.
I've
just
been in the
learning
car with you
rules
while you
still.
drive, Hannah.
I'm not an innocent, I know stuff. But
Well,
yeah, if you want to hang out with yourselves, that's totally fine.
You know what? Thank you. We are going to do this, and perhaps I can educate these Mindys. We'll see. Okay.
Have fun playing
Mindy's-
with yourself.
Have fun.
Okay, so I don't think they actually thought it was funny, but we're working on it. Okay, let's. And you see her just kind of walking a little more stiffly, but Mindy bot, that's too much. Okay, and just as she's walking away, trying to find the right level.
Amazing.
Cool. So Mao's coming over to my place. I'm gonna introduce him to Devil Dad.
We all head home. We're gonna see what those situations are like. First, the first one to leave is Samuel. Samuel is the first to arrive home.
He sure was the first one to leave.
And Samuel,
He's like, no.
Samuel leaves
We're not talking about this.
Samuel lives in what we call an affluent part of town. The family, his mother, is what one would scientifically call loaded.
Very scientific.
Yeah, very scientific. But it is, when you get there, it's as always is. There are some servants, but for the most part, it's an empty house.
Yeah, of course.
A large house, but a large empty house. Surrounding you are other properties, and including Wanda Dubois's house, which is the exact opposite. It's full of people.
Yeah. I mean, Vampire Samuel hates that. My Samuel, no regular Silent Samuel. Full house is the way to go. Otherwise, this weird child thing happens.
Do you have a few uncles at the Full House too?
There is a bread basket in front of your door. There is a note attached to it. Inside is, a bit of a loaf of bread, some like a charcuterie board in a basket. The note says, "I know your mother doesn't give a shit, but I am a caring soul. This is for you, Wanda."
Okay, he'll pick up the basket, let himself in, go into the kitchen, make sure there's nobody else around, and then open it to see what's inside.
Yes, I say this is a charcuterie board. It's very much the I know you can't feed yourself, so here you go.
Sniffs it carefully, like
it doesn't smell even remotely as appetizing as that blood.
And when would it?
It doesn't smell bad, but it's not appetizing. Really.
Yeah, he's just gonna fold it back up. And then on second thought, take the note, flip it over, find a pen, and then write I presume he knows the names of the servants, even if Samuel normally doesn't use them, so he's just gonna write down, have at it, and then
have at it, minions.
leave it, and then go to his room. He doesn't eat that. I'm sure there's a fridge full of blood somewhere.
There are. You do have your own stash, and it is replenished every so often.
Great. He has a very easy time avoiding everybody because they're used to him avoiding them, and they avoid him. So he can very easily just relax and be himself. So he goes back up to his room. Not sure how his digestive system will handle tea. He makes himself some jasmine tea anyway. The pantry's stocked, even though he never eats any of it, right? He makes himself some jasmine tea anyway, so at least the smell will calm him down. And then looks through Samuel's library. There's nothing interesting in there, so he's gonna look up the Book of Tao online and then just read it to calm himself down. Because this is absurd.
How does Samuel handle drinking the blood?
Not well. He tries to treat it like just taking medicine. He's disturbed by how tasty it is.
Yeah. You spend a night calm and in silence, which to our Samuel is not bad,
Calling in silence is good.
but to this version of Samuel, maybe, who knows? Maybe,
We'll find out next time, I guess.
yes. We move now to the Mindies. You get there to habitation unit and see the parental units are preparing the nourishment for the evening. And they are, you tell me, how are they as parents? Even with the bizarreness of their situation. Are they as cold as the Mindies are, or?
No. So I think, as I said, they just sometime about 7-ish so years ago, they just happened to have like quadruplets, but they were like, let's see if Mindy, so like they were 10. And they just had always had them, but they'd always wanted kids. So I think they're actually just very much like a suburban family, mom and dad. Like, hey, welcome home, Mindy's. How was school? Like, and they've never, like, they don't twig to the fact that, you know, Mindy's are very robotic. That's just, you know, for them, however, like, you know, whatever happened for them to be there, they are fine with the situation and everything's normal.
How does Mindy respond to their questions?
Oh, hey. Hello, parental units. I have our protein cubes prepared.
Dinner will be ready in 20 minutes.
Oh, God. I don't suppose we have anything else in that fridge. I mean, thank you, units. We shall retire to our sleeping capsule. So, God, I'm gonna be in my bedroom. We all are.
You see that the other three Mindies are they're almost like an echo of you. So they, you know, they mimic your emotion, but not too well. But the parents clearly see that there is something new with Mindy A. And the fact that you're showing even like, fuck it, parents, I'm going to my bedroom, leave me alone.
Yeah.
They look delighted. In a way that I would say Mindy A is going like, what's that?
Yeah. Oh.
Like that expression is
Yeah.
not in the databanks. What's that?
Yeah.
Your Mindies are going essentially the Nightmare Before Christmas. What's this? About this entire interaction.
Yeah, I think she's getting a lot of static in her head. And I think she just keeps walking to the bedroom. She opens the door and, oh, great. It's all white. There are just 4 identical lozenges that like open up. And that's it. That is all that's in there.
You essentially sleep in Tupperware.
Yep.
That's how they stay fresh.
Yeah. And I think that the rest of the night, I think, is her eating an unappetizing protein squares, and then she watches the other Mindies slot into their bed capsules, and she's like, "Oh no!" And then she tries to like get in.
I will say there's a protein capsules, and the last thing you see is before you retire. Mom comes up and to you, because you're the one who expressed like a sudden different emotion, leaves you a cupcake.
Oh,
which prompts so many more questions from the rest of the Mindies.
Oh, so I would say before,
because this is the first time this is the first, and I'm going to leave you with this before we move on quickly to Hannah and Mao. It's the first time these Mindies have experienced actual sweets and taste.
Yeah. She divided it perfectly into quarters and put one in each of their hands. And she was like, okay, so have at it. So that's where they.
We move across town to another habitation unit, another house. Normally they would say if this house is a rock-in, don't come a knocking, but it is your house. You have no other choice. You have to come in. The moment that basically there's a light show going on in your house, because that's usually what happens. But the moment you come in, it stops.
Parents, I am home.
I am
and I
home
brought
too.
a friend.
Your mom says, "I'll be right down, sweetie." Your dad, on the
Thank
other hand,
you.
comes down in a
Lovely time.
he comes down in essentially like a bathrobe, almost like those smoking jackets. Says, "Hello, dear.
Hello.
Ooh, we have guests. I'll be right back. I need to get dressed."
There's multiple. Well, technically, actually, no, he's right. There are guests.
Does mom know that I am not the Hannah?
She comes down and gives you a hug and doesn't seem to act any differently.
Awesome.
She makes dinner for both of you and engages with Mao as much as she can. She is she's essentially like the soul of the party. She is delightful at all times. In many ways, she reminds Hannah of, her own mom.
And Hannah is enjoying herself.
That Hannah inside your mind, though, is going, "This is so cringe."
Yeah, the Hannah inside my mind is like, can you please not give her this idea that we're enjoying ourselves? And Hannah on the outside, it's like, you chill. She's nice.
Yeah, internal Mao is just like, this is so much social interaction. Why? And Mao Prime is just like, just puts an arm around Anna. It's fine. We're chill. This is what we do.
Yeah, this is how we are now.
But Hannah doesn't know that that's what they're telling internal Mao.
Yeah. As you're saying, as your internal self is going, why so much, or why so much social interaction? Dad turns to you and says, "That's usually what happens at family dinner." Replying to the internal Mao directly.
Internal Mao's just like,
So-
fucking excuse me. I mean, I know I'm wearing you on my shirt right now, which is very different. But is this because I like
Mao.
not into you? I like your.
How about we deal with the elephant in the room? You are not our daughter or her friend. You are something else.
Obviously.
And I'm fine with it. And he goes, "Eh." And
You're fine with that?
your mom turns to you and says, "One world or another word, my Hannah is my Hannah. All
Aww.
Hannahs are my daughters."
Man, that is wholesome.
Aww. Your mom is sweet.
This is what a mom is?
Yeah, this is usually what my mom is.
My mom left me, so I don't know. What's a dad to?
So, Dad, can I call you Dad in this world?
I was about to say something, then your mom reminded you of my daughter, so no, say yes.
All right,
Just
because
don't go daddy, that's
no, that would be weird.
Yes,
Oh no, I just
yes.
had a bad thought about Samuel meeting this no.
That would be weird. Maybe in a different. No, also still weird. We're not doing
Still
that.
weird.
Yeah, no, we're not.
Anyway, so Dad,
Lou.
Dad, Lou.
No.
Lucy,
No, that's only my brother.
Mr. Lucifer, sir,
Not just
according to your
Dad.
daughter.
Look, you're not my dad.
just say Mister. Mister is fine.
Anyway,
Mr. Morning, Mr. Morningstar. That's a good one.
Mr. Morningstar. Well, so we're stuck here for a little bit. Any idea what's going on in this town? Anything that you could just give us an idea about?
This town is special. There's a reason why, you're here.
Me,
that just
or
sounds
like
very biblical.
the inside me.
Yes. Let's just say we're not exactly just say I didn't bring my dad. My dad didn't walk me down the aisle, or her dad didn't walk her down the aisle.
Wait, another question. Aren't you technically
don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there.
Okay, I'll let that go.
I know. Don't go there. It's complicated.
Wait, hold on. Then you know about my me, that's my me's brain and what they think about your daughter, don't they?
I think you've already said so out loud, so
I haven't said anything.
Oh. Never mind then.
What?
Nothing.
My inner Mao has something going on. It's positive. Like they're just a shy.
Not positive as in a test positive. That's something entirely different.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing. They're just a shy bitch. And they feel the glare on their head.
Cool.
Yeah.
This world is this town different.
Yes. Almost every inhabitant of this town is some form of weird thing.
Speaking of weird things, what do you know about werewolves?
That too.
Quite a bit.
Okay, so why would werewolves be kidnapping people of the student body?
What's that?
Eat them, maybe?
Are you sure they're eating
Are there
them?
like werewolf eating rituals that build power? Like I don't know.
If you're looking for rituals, you're looking for more of a ritualist, disciple, someone serving a darker power or a higher power, whichever you think. AKA a zealot.
A high power. Technically speaking.
Me? No, I have no interest in kids. I mean, I'm interested in mine. Please tell her I said that.
She's not very happy with you.
I know. That's a conversation.
I kind of don't blame her, sir, because you kind of dropped the ball a little bit.
I thought that's what the TV said all dads do, so I think he's doing a good job of being a dad. Because that's what most fathers on that screen that Samuel showed me did.
I meant it in a different way.
Oh, okay.
That's a conversation for another time. There are things my darling Thundercloud doesn't know. She'll understand one day. I hope so.
Okay.
Anyway, werewolves.
What?
We're saying something about werewolves.
Well, a couple of kids are
yeah.
missing. And we want to find these couple of kids and see if they're okay. Do you have any idea about that at all?
I mean, I'm not involved, and
Wait, no. That's important. But you knew your daughter was not your daughter. So can you tell when other people are like us that come in here? Because we're trying to find another one like us, but like I don't know if you
is
just
this
have
person
like
also
sense.
a demigod?
And Mao looks at Hannah.
I don't think so.
No.
I can tell who you are because you have a shine to you.
I have a what? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
You have a shine to you.
Oh, well, it's yeah.
I will ignore that. You are different than regular people.
I mean, I was a cat, so yeah. I don't know what
It only
regular people
works
are.
for you because we're demigods? Is that it?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, wait. So you okay?
And
So
you are my daughter, so I can tell when something's off. Even though the little lady doesn't think I pay attention, I very much pay attention.
Yeah, she's just singing K-pop songs in her head right now, tuning you.
I
I'm
need to
sorry.
really end those contracts and send them all to hell.
She's not gonna be happy with that.
I know, but it will give me a momentary satisfaction.
is it really worth it in the end?
He's gonna live for a long time, and I am gonna live for a long time. Eventually, all things can be fixed.
Sounds about right.
I would advise heavily against it. Just, just as a daughter of another magical being,
I mean,
advise heavily against it.
I'm
not teaching you how to raise your kid. It's your kid's your kid.
Fair enough. I mean, I've already. It points to mom, who's just watching this interaction. She's already vetoed Thunderdome for me, so I can't do that. Anyway, I could maybe do something for you, but he puts out his hand and a contract unfurls. We'll have to agree to something to be done. And I think that is where we're going to end our session.
Hannah inside is screaming, "No!
Don't do it!
Don't do it!"
Internal Mao's like, Daddy, sorry. I can't. I'm sorry.
Damn.
All right.
If we're going there, he turns, you can call me Daddy.
Oh, crap.
Oh, no.
But in a
Gosh,
few years. Well, the you from the other. The other one, not the correct age.
The adult one?
Yeah, the adult one, yes.
One, you can call me Daddy.
Yeah, you can call me Daddy.
Poor Monsterhearts, Hannah. It keeps getting worse.
Dad, no.
And internal Internal Mao's just like, I'm into your daughter and this one's into you? Fucking hell.
God, man, Monsterhearts. Damn.
Hey, the rule
that's
is
really
feral.
Yeah.
Be feral. So
Be feral.
Be feral, that's right.
Yeah.
Part of the rules.
I'm going to give all of you an advancement because you thoroughly deserve it. And
close my character sheet. Whoops.
Thank you everyone for joining us tonight for our first full group session in Monsterhearts.
Yay!
Yeah.
And as we said last time, we are turning Monsterhearts into a detective game, which is frankly a new one.
Wow.
At least for me. So I hope to see you all turning people down, turning people on, and trying to drill them for information. And I'll leave you to figure out what that means. Before we go, we'll quickly go around and we'll tell you who they are and if they should choose to do so. We can tell you where you can find them in the dark corners of the internet. Glyza, you take it away.
Hello, my name is Glyza. I go by they, them. I am a person of many hats. I'm a podcast host. I'm a writer, a variety streamer, a talk show host. I'm currently the director of philanthropy over at TTRPG, as well as a partner on the Gremlin Collective. But today I was in front of you as a TTRPG personality, and I played 2 Hannahs today, which is really fun, where I talk to myself in different personalities. To see all the stuff I'm in or wherever you need to find me, just check out bio.link/Classical Glyza or @Classical Glyza everywhere on the socials, but especially on Twitter because that's where I'm most active, at least until while it's still up and running, because Elon keeps making really bad decisions in life. But I do make all of my announcements on Twitter. The thing that I want to plug is tomorrow we're going to have a fundraiser stream on TTRPG. That's twitch.tv/TEATTRPG. No, TEATRPG. And we're going to be playing Girl Underground, which is sort of like what is that? It's a PBTA game. Again, inspired by Alice in Wonderland, and we'll be raising money for WAVAW, WAVAW,
Okay.
the Rape Crisis Center. So keep an eye out if you want to watch that. That's going to be tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's it for me. Hey.
Hey, Elliot.
Hi everyone. Yeah, okay, my mic is still on. Cool. I've been turning it off to cough in my shoulder. I've been getting over a respiratory infection, which you probably heard if you watched me on one of the channels I'm on most Sundays. Not this Sunday because we're taking a small break hiatus, but that would be the Parts Playhouse, where I produce our Pathfinder show now, as well as be on our Pathfinder show now. It is usually around 1:30 Eastern Standard Time on Sundays. It's amazing. It's DM'd by the lovely Lumbee Blondsarm, and we have a bunch of really sweet people. Our group is down to 3. So we're just kind of rolling with the punches of what life is giving us. But it's a really fun time, a really fun story. And my character is going to go through some freaking daddy issues. And it's going to be hilarious. And, it's going to be great. So that is where you can find me on Sundays. Otherwise, on the internet, you can find me at Chaos Them or at E_Starman for my personal stuff. I have an Etsy page, I have an itch page, I have a spicy page. I have a bunch of different things, but my links are typically in my bio on Twitter, again, until it implodes.
Boyd?
The daddy jokes in chat just made me realize that you could try to use your sex move on Lucifer.
I know.
It's the dream. The dream is happening.
Oh, I know.
Oh, no.
I know.
Yeah.
That's a gray,
keep
really
that in mind for 2
weird
weeks
gray
from
area.
now. Okay. Anyway, hi everyone. I've been Void. As usual, I am always Void. The Void is all encompassing. You had Samuel tonight. Catch me again every other weekend here, obviously, every other Friday. But on those off weeks, so starting this Tuesday and then every other Tuesday from then on, you can also come catch me at the Initiative Order playing the Dresden Files, where I play a very lovely, very sociable fairy. Oh boy, is she a ball of energy. So I will see you there if you have time on Tuesday, same time as this stream. And then this Thursday is the bonus episode for the Star Trek Season 2 game that we were running. It's going to be very sweet and character-centric and not plot, just character interaction. So if you can, I hope you see us there. Alex is also in that Tuesday game, and he plays my fairy's best bud, and they're super adorable. So if you can see it. All 3 of those games are at the same time, which is, I know, terribly late for you, Jaded. I'm so sorry. Dreaded Monday through Friday office job ruins everything. Yep, so you can catch me in those 3 places. Love you, see you there.
And that Star Trek game, if you like Romulans and shoulder pads, come watch.
Have we got Romulans and shoulder pads for you?
Megan, take it away.
Hey, I'm Megan. She, her. You can find me on Twitter at Kawaii Not, and pinned on top is my card, which has all my other socials. When it's not this Friday, the opposite Fridays, I'll be here playing Kind and Country. It's a Vampire the Masquerade game, the Fall of London. I'm a Nosferatu who has spiders that lives in her. They're her friends.
Nice.
I also If you like Monster of the Week, check out $2 Creature Feature or wherever you get your fine quality podcasts. I know I say this every time, but shit is getting very crazy. Like there is no more break. There's no more break here. It's just getting weirder. And in a month, these episodes get even weirder. So, get on now where it's just this weird and not this weird. You gotta build up to it.
I'm making my way through the episodes, and I mean, first time the characters meet, Megan's character shoots a guy with a shotgun.
Yeah,
a party member,
Yeah, deserved it.
It's great.
Also, she shouldn't have a shotgun, but she does. So, what are you gonna do? But use it.
Even has her own Twitter account.
Twitter account and a shotgun. That's what everyone is.
Yeah, we had decided
there is an actual Twitter account,
so I actually
that
made
is
a Twitter account.
Stuff Professor Wardwell says.
Yeah, so it's not my character doesn't run it. The students that go to her class do. It's been an extra problem for her. It's worrisome. It's worrisome to her.
And if you want to catch Megan on another show, the full season of Kernels of Mystery, our Kids on Bikes kind of anthologies on YouTube, it's weird. And we're gearing up for season 2 now. On my end, the only thing I have to say is that I won't have the D&D game this Sunday. Instead, tomorrow and Sunday, I'll be on Balrog 1911's channel, Diane's channel, playing Tales from the Brinkwood, which is us as brigands working for Fae, trying to topple a vampire regime. During our last game, my character, who has many secrets, had a blowout with the rest of the party because they're discovering those secrets. And we're heading to the season finale this weekend. And I there's a chance that I may have my gladiator moment of my name is Maximus Decimus Meridius. I may have that moment.
Thanks.
Which I'm kind of looking forward to.
I hope that for you. Yes.
So thank you all for joining us.
Everybody.
We hope you had a good time. And we will see you next time. Bye.